Let's say the thing that we both know. Gonna take these words and make them stone. I know a place on the edge of town. The whiskey and the wind are the only sound. Let's make like a tree, grow some roots, do all the things that old folks do. I need you and you need me. What else more could someone need? You've got a key and I've got a lock. Let's build a house upon a rock. Let's build a house upon a rock. On someone to lie with, rely on to fly with. Wanna drive all night and head out west. Get lost in Montana, find the Santa Ana. If we're going nowhere, we're going nowhere fast. Hard times come and hard times pass. I'll be there when the sky turns black. I need you and you need me. What else more could someone need? You've got a key and I've got a lock. Let's build a house upon a rock. Let's build a house upon a rock. I need you and you need me. What else more could someone need? You got a key and I've got a lock. Let's build a house upon a rock. Let's build a house upon a rock. And if that well runs dry, that'll never cross our minds. So bring on the aftershock. Let's build a house upon a rock. Let's build a house upon a rock. My fate just knocked at my door with you. My knees fall down into the floor. I wanna shout, I wasn't ready, but in the end, it's on me. It felt too fast, and yet so slow. I was too young to watch you grow. Only when it's dark enough can you see the stars. I will love you forever to the moon and back. Only when it's dark enough can you see the stars. I will love you creep.